Gay Trumpster, hashtag WalkAway Brandon Strzok, facing GOP hate over cooperating with FBI for January 6th plea deal. Happening Out Television Network guest host and founder of the hashtag WalkAway movement, Brandon Strzok, was arrested after the January 6th insurrection and made a plea deal with the FBI. In exchange for information on people involved with the event, Straka received a reduced sentence for his part in the seditious attack on the U.S. Capitol. The entirety of the court documents involving his case were accidentally emailed to the media in a bulk email last week that was only supposed to indicate that Strzok had been cooperative with the investigation. Documents show that Strzok had given information on leaders of Stop the Steal, as well as other Trump-supporting information to the FBI.
Gays, stop supporting Trump. Just stop supporting Trump. If this is not a sign, like, just, why are any gay people supporting Trump?
I think it also just shows that everybody at the end of the day is out for themselves. You know, you can support something, but if it's not in alignment with what's happening to you personally, if you're under attack, or, you know, you're going to do what you need to do to save your own ass first and foremost.
You know, in full disclosure, I have to pull Pi into the conversation. Yeah. We hosted in 20 a national town hall, conservative points of view for Trump, and hashtag WalkAway against liberal and progressives. And Dr. Ty Hauser was one of the panelists to debate Brandon Strzok here in Fort Lauderdale. We invited them all in. Thoughts about what's happened January 6th?
Well, you know, one of my first impressions of him was kind of his bark is worse than his bite. Like, as long as he has people blowing wind in his sails, he's going to be out there and out front accepting that those accolades. But as soon as that wind goes away, or as soon as that gets challenged at all, I think what he does is he just folds and tucks his tail between his legs and runs home, and which is what he's doing here. Yeah. He's not a victim of anything. There's nothing going on. He's just fighting for his own.
Yeah, we do make note that the release of all of these documents was apparently accidental. We accept that the premise that was stated by DOJ is it's accidental. He is very clear that he just thinks it's absolutely terrible, and frankly, it may be. They should not have been released if that was the position of the agreement on the plea deal, etc. So, you know, I have little to say about that other than he says this is terrible, and I just take him at his word. The one thing that I also point out is we have a lot of history here at Queer News Tonight with Brandon Strzok. Mm-hmm. And I just have to restate, because we can't do a story about Brandon Strzok, to say what happened. He has participated in our show. We have tried to, when the Trump election was going on, we tried to give the platform for, there are gay conservatives. There is gays for Trump, and presumably there's going to be gays for DeSantis when that comes along for 24. So we did try to do that platform. We ran a story at Queer News Tonight that he participated in the Stop the Steal rally on January 5th and participated in the insurrection of January 6th, which is now a fact. He has done a plea deal accepting he was an insurrectionist. Brandon Strzok, we're showing the pictures right there.
Wow, that's him.
Was an insurrectionist. These are at the Capitol doors. He, however, sent me personal texts that we also reported on Queer News Tonight, telling us before this was revealed to retract the story, and if not, he was going to sue us. And we were able to go back in hidden files and find this video. Good. And as a result, that's how this all unpeeled, and the process charging for him. The one last thing I want to say about Brandon Strzok in this situation is I don't know why he's still doing this. I've just this week gone to his social media. He has quite a huge following in America, GOP and conservative, and a reasonable gay following. I don't understand why he's still doing it. Trump is gone. Maybe Trump's going to come back into the picture. But everything that he has learned and the log cabin Republicans learned and everything that has been learned have all been learned from the inner circle of the Republicans that have testified in January 6th. So why is he still saying all of this? Because he knows really what Donald Trump really was. It's just undeniable. You can still love him. You can still make money off of him. You can still want him to be president again. But we all know what he was. And that's what I don't understand Brandon Straka is still loyal to. Why are you still loyal to all of this? Because you know who and what he is. Why not just go for the money?
Because then it proves he's wrong too. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a bunch of them. It's all of his supporters, and then they're wrong. If they keep going with it, they're just going to go down with the ship. That's really what they're doing. Because if they say, oh, now, well, then it proves that they were wrong. And I don't think they can accept that.
It's like that idea of man convinced against his will is of the same opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't wake them up from that
No,
fantasy.
they would rather go down than admit, oh, I was wrong. I was wrong this whole time. You know, I made a mistake. No, they're going to go until absolutely, I think we see a Trump, get charged. I think they're going to go with it.
I don't even know if that would be the breaking point, actually. I think they would still hold fast to their
You think so?
I think so.
I hate to hear that.
One last thought to this concept, which I think is just fascinating, and it rings true to me of what you have said. It rings true to me, is that we're going to likely face this exact same thing in Ron DeSantis. Our governor is going to become Donald Trump on steroids.
Ugh.
He's going to be a smart Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He's not going to rattle off at the mouth in ridiculous ways to be banned off of Twitter. He's going to do it very strategically. And the reason I asked the question about Brandon Straka, why he's so loyal to this now, what's his dog in the fight for why he's still doing this? Because I do know a dog in the fight is coming, and it's going to be Ron DeSantis. And people like Brandon Straka and others are going to come to this position and start all over again.
Yeah, to attach to another extreme candidate.
Yeah. And that's what I don't understand. One last thought, just quick, is while I disagree personally, not from the show standpoint, we're a news show, but personally, I disagree with this entire process on him. He has still the right to say it. I just am really clear on this. When we talk about Brandon Straka, I get huge criticism in our community. You're giving him a platform, and no, he's got the platform already. We're reporting on what's happening, which I think is an important distinguishing moment. But he does have the right to say it, even if he's completely wrong. And even if I really hate what he's saying, he has the right to do it. I pose the question, I don't understand why he's doing it, but not that he can't do it.
Well, it's getting him in trouble.
Yeah.
So.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.